Hey, okay, we're back. We're here. Welcome all. We're here for the final hour trading, and it's Friday, December 17th. Did you know that a week today
Welcome
is
all.
Christmas
We're
Eve?
here for the final.
Are you aware of that? A week today is Christmas Eve. Hello. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. The markets, I think, are closed. Are they closed Christmas Eve? I'm not even sure what the hours are. Might be a half a day or something. We'll all wait to hear about that. Yeah, unbelievable. I don't know about Monday, the week after. Are we closed for that or not? Or are we open? I don't quite not sure if the schedule of the New York Stock Exchange. Anybody know? Anybody know what the New York markets are doing? New York, Nasdaq. What are the exchanges doing? S&P, Dow, whatever. Curious. Anyway, welcome to the final hour. It's a negative day on the Dow, almost all day. We were negative to start, got down 600 plus points, came up for about an hour and a half, then we went negative again. May have come up a second time. We're negative right now, 351 on the Dow, which is 0.98 of a percentage point, not quite a percentage point. S&P is down 21 points. Let's round that up. Let's round it down, 19 and a half, 0.42%. And NASDAQ is up 67 points, down 0.44%. Not a, it's a mixed market, and it's even, they're just not moving very much. There's a little bit, but we have options expiring. It's a triple or quadruple witching hour today, so we're going to get some movement like this, some gyrations, and then we're going to close the week out, and it's not going to be much of a change when it's all said and done. That's where I think it's going. The Dow is down the oil is down $1.50 a barrel to 70.88. Oil down to 70.88 right now, and we're not going anywhere. Not going anywhere on oil at this point. What is going to happen here between now and the close? We will find out soon enough. Let's take a look at some of our favorites and see where we're at right now. With the Dow down 330, S&P down 17, and Nasdaq up 80. We have Rocket Lab in the green, up 10 cents, 12.49. The shares opened with a sudden down dip to 11.48, which is where the market dropped off right away. And from 11.48, we've rocketed up to 12.75. That's 127 higher, and we're now at 12.49. We're up a dime. We're doing great. 1.7 million shares trade on Rocket Lab. Fine day. In the overall context of the market, okay. SoFi, $14.60. Right off the bat this morning, it was down to $13.66, and a bunch of you guys grabbed stock down there. You were moving in there. Some of you bought options. Well done. 13.66 for the low. We've had a 14.77 high. That was around 11 o'clock, and we're now at 14.60 or so, doing fine on 35 million shares. Now, GameStop, having a good day. Started low this morning, down to 139.48. Didn't last long. It's now 157.41, up 12.82. And the high is only a buck higher than this, so we're right up at the top here. GameStop volume, by the way, 3.1 million. It's not like super quiet. It's not super active, but 3.1. That can move a market. Matterport. This morning we were as low as $20.72. We didn't last long down there. We took a shot and then eased off and took another shot. We just hit the high a few minutes ago at $22.94. Right at the moment, though, we're at $22.48, but we were pushing 23 around here just a few minutes ago. Not bad. And we're up 38 cents here on 4.43 million shares. So thank you, Matterport. Good day. Nice recovery. ME has been, after the first initial dip to 685, it's been positive all day since. 742 for the high. Right now, 720, up 4 cents, 2.9 million. Spire got down to 334 this morning. We've hit a high of 372.6 cents. 372, we're at 361, up 12.5 cents. So mainly positive day here. Good recovery from the low. 682,000 volume on Spire. ATIP. It's up 9 right now. It's at 323. That's 2 cents off the high of the day. It's right up there. It was down to 307 this morning. 307. We're now 323 on 879,000. Smart rent has been down all day. We went down on the opening to 10, and we're at 1039 now, and we're still off 55 cents on the day on 863,000. And it just went to 1040, so it's down 54 cents, but it's still down. Sextera, mixed day here. Opened around 1134, got up to 1169, went down to 1115 at noon hour. Now we're 1139. We're down 11 cents. 248,000, but we've had a good week on this stock, and it just seems to, for no reason, it'll go up 15 cents by itself. Just goes up there. No news, nothing. That's what we got. AMC having a very good day. It's at 29.97. It's up 5.52. AMC has hit 30.71 already. It's broken 30 already today. Might do it again. 129 million. Really good volume. Really good volume. This stock's been doing 70, 60, 50 million a day. This is a shot. Up 561. 30.06. Giving folks hope. The headline was positive this morning. A headline came out about how AMC had set a new all-time record for box office opening on that latest Spider-Man movie. So momentum is going in here. Robinhood, against a 300-point drop on the Dow, I guess Robinhood's doing all right. It's up $1.07 at 1921, but it is only 1921. Yuck. Vanek Vector's up 85 cents. It's had a rough week this week. Vanek Vector's high of the year, 318. That was set was that last week or two ago? It wasn't long ago we were up there. And last month. And now here we are, 297.44. We're up 76 cents on Vanek Vectors. Home Depot having a rough day, down 950 to 390. The low was 387. The high for the last 52 weeks high now, 420. We're $30 away from the high of the year. That wasn't that long ago. IBM up $1.98. That's holding steady at 127.91. Broke 128 today. Microsoft off 53 cents. It's at 324.37. 324.37. The low was right off the bat this morning at 317. We were $7 lower on Microsoft today. The high, by the way, 349 for the year. So from 349 to 317 and now back to 324. We're down 65 cents just fractionally on the Microsoft. Apple has been mostly lower with a couple of high, a couple of spots times over the number. Like we've gone green a few times, but we've been lower most of the day. Choppy. They call this sawtooth action. Up and down, up and down. It's up right now. It's up 18 cents. Apple's up 18 cents. 172.44. The low this morning at 10 o'clock. 169.69. And that's where it's at right now. The market cap, $2.829 trillion. Market cap for Apple. That's it. Okay. Tesla is up $17 to $9.44. Bed Bath Beyond is up 65 cents to only $16.18. BlackBerry, $9.19, up 41 cents. Royal Caribbean holding a gain all day. 73.08 right now, up 4.28. Shares this morning were as low as 68.49. That was right at the opening. 73.08 right now, 4.28. A little overpriced, but hey, that's what it's doing. Goldman Sachs hit a low right off the market this morning. In the first 45 minutes, 380 was the low. 380.68 for like a moment. Bounced back and then drifted and bounced. It's now at 385.41. It's come back almost $5. Still down 11.96. Trading at 6.3 times earnings. I don't fear the downside. I don't fear much downside on Goldman Sachs. Really, I really don't. 385.45. Bargoon. Cisco down 3 cents. It's been as low as 59.78, as high as 60.49. We're now at 60.28. Look at the Dow. It's still down 361. Look at that. S&P down 22. NASDAQ up 59. Anyway, Cisco down 3 cents at 60.28 right there. Norwegian is up a dollar. Carnival's up 70 cents. Amazon up $18. It's managed to carve out a gain with the Nasdaq higher. Facebook still down a buck 47, and Google down $20. Google's been down all day. Google has not been positive at all today. Facebook had a couple of moments to get over the break-even line. Target is down 73 cents. JP Morgan down 322. Costco down 70 cents. Kind of a quiet day for once on Costco. Walmart down 274 to 140.55. And American Airlines 1702 up 49 cents. Micron up 30 cents. Intel unchanged. Kind of quiet. That is what I see on the markets here. Again, our favorites, Rocket Lab is up 17 cents. SoFi's up 27 now to 14.54. GameStop up 11.79 to 156.38. Matterport is up 48 cents, 22.58. ME up 4. Spire up 13.5. ATIP up 9. Smart Rent a little better now, 10.47 down 47. And then Sextera, a little better, down 3 cents. Those are our most talked about stocks on this channel at this point. That's where I'm at here, watching this market work its way to home. Over the weekend, a lot of calculating will be going on, a lot of assessments. I think today was a major day, maybe this whole week was a major week with regards to tax loss selling and reorganizing and calculating out capital gains versus capital losses. A lot of people got their homework done this week. They got a lot of house cleaning done. Maybe that's the way to say it. A lot of house cleaning was done this week. Rotation. Money didn't come out of the market. Money moved around the market. I think that's what happened this week. We have the Dow now at 35,517. And if I look at the Dow, the high of the Dow, 36,565. So we're down like 1,040 points from the all-time high. Considering 1,000 points on a $36,000 index at the high there, that's not even 3% off. We're only 2.8% down on the Dow after all this selling and buying and turning over and everything else. So that is a very good indicator to kind of tell you, and it indicates to me that we're not in a correction. We're not in a major sell-off downturn. 1,000 points is a nothing burger overall. So it's been a good year for the Dow this year. When it's all said and done for the entire year, the Dow's had a good year. Last year, like in December, it was 30,015. 30,000. It's 35,500. It's 5,500 points higher this year, 2021, for the Dow. You got to go back 2 years on the chart to actually see the effect of COVID. Let me show you. Here's a 2-year chart on the Dow. And right over here, there it is. That was January, February, and then look, February, March. That was the COVID. That was the shutdown of the U.S. economy and the world economy in one hell of a hurry. The Dow was sitting around 29,200, and it got down to about 18,600. So we gave up almost 4,000 points. No, we gave up more than that. We gave up 9,000 points. 9,000 points of Dow points in an awful hurry back at that time. That would have been from about, let me take a look here, February the 18th. Let me see. Hang on. February the 18th, 2020, we're at 29,232. 29.2 on February the 18th. March 23rd, that's like 6 weeks later, 18,591. So that's how much the market can drop for a cataclysmic mega event. Now, This was probably, and certainly in my opinion, an overreaction. But then again, had we ever been in a worldwide pandemic in the modern era before? No, it happened in the 20s, but we didn't have the computer systems in the markets we had then now. But now we have it, and the world instantly reacted, as you can tell. And from there, the climb came back. It took until about December 1. We were at 29,400 back in November of 2020, 29,400. And that was December of last year, was just when GameStop was getting interesting. That was interesting. Interestingly enough, GameStop started to pick up all kinds of press because of that crazy short squeeze. And, here's your 2-year chart on GameStop. It's kind of meandering along down here and then zzz, and look what we've done ever since. Oh my God. Unbelievable. December 24th, 2019, GameStop was 544. December 24th, 2019. That's 2 years ago. 544. It was $3.60 on February the 28th, 2020. 360. It was $2.85 on April the 2nd, 2020. 285. I did my video on this company, I think in June, and it was around I thought it was around 488 when I did my video. Sometime in June, 488, and that was 2020, I guess. And by September, the stock was 765. At the end of September, it was $10. October 15th, it was 1383. November, it was 1186. December 1st, 2020, it was 1580. GameStop, 1580. That was a quadruple for some people. 1635 on December the 7th, 2020. Today's the 17th. Let's see, December 17th, 2020. 1 year ago today, GameStop was $14.83. How about that? $18 January the 6th, $19.95 January the 12th, $39.36 January the 19th. And then we had the shot, and then we backed off. February the 4th, $53. February the 10th, $51. February 17th, $46. February 23rd, $45. And then March 1st, $120. This is where you guys come in. Some of you guys, well, $260 on March 11th, and $156 April 15th, $177 April 3rd, May 7th, $161, $280 on June 7th. That's this past summer, July, $199, August 3rd, $152. Good old GameStop here. August 31st, $218. We know it hit 252 and 255 twice there in the last month or so. And here we are at 155.59. What a ride for GameStop. What a ride for the markets. It's funny how, you look back a year or two and you go, oh my God, did we do that? We did all that? We sure did. And here we are today watching the markets and trying to make heads or tails of where do we go. And what I'm hopeful for the new year is that because you guys have been patient enough to make investments into these former SPACs that I've been following for you, that I uncovered for you, I'm convinced you're going to do well on all of these SPACs. Rather than you folks being sucked in and buying IPO offerings at $70 a share that go right up to $150, and then you come in at $150, or $40 offerings that start trading at $85 and go to $110, and you get sucked in at $110, and 6 months later they're back to $40. Instead of you guys getting sucked into these ridiculously overpriced, overhyped IPOs from the pros from Wall Street, the guys who are the legitimate market, they say, instead of you guys getting sucked into legitimate market offerings and just getting hosed, you're buying ground floor stocks. You're buying ground floor opportunities. You're buying companies here that are sitting with a bunch of cash in their bank accounts. None of these guys have huge liabilities hanging over their heads. They're generally cash rich. They're all up and coming corporations. They're all beginning, they're all in the middle, or some of these are in the middle of discussions, have already done takeovers, will be doing more. These are growing concerns. And I think that you are, in my opinion, involved in pre-IPO offerings that happen to be publicly traded. Now, there won't be an IPO offering at 40 or 60 or 80 cents dollars a share. I don't see that. But I think you guys are ground floor investors. It's certainly obvious that you're ground floor investors when it comes to Smart Rent and Sextera, because the volumes on these stocks are so light. The first hour of trading, these guys don't even trade 50,000 shares. I mean, we are talking, we know what's going on. No one else does, that kind of thing. But I think that you're going to be well rewarded. I think that you've seen the light already. You've seen evidence of what's coming your way by how Matterport has already performed. I will admit, I think Matterport went too far too fast when it went to $37. But wasn't that a fun ride? 22.53 for Matterport. I can live with this. And if it wants to go back into the 28.30 range, I'm a happy guy too. SoFi, a few times we've had the mid 20s. We're going to get it again, and it's going to go through it. And there will come a time where it'll go to the mid 20s, and a bunch of you are going to say, well, as soon as it comes back to 15, I'm going to buy it again. And then you're going to notice it go right to 40, and you will never get it at 15 again. That is going to happen on SoFi. Sooner or later, that's the breakout. And deep down, you all know this is coming. It is going to happen on SoFi. Rocket Lab, 12.58, half price right now. I think it should be 25 a share, 26 a share. With what they've got going on, their order book is just backing up. They cannot launch rockets fast enough to keep up with the amount of business they're getting. It's huge, which tells me that they'll be able to raise prices. They're lowering costs on every launch. These guys are going to go into a serious profit mode. They're figuring out perfection. They're the launching of satellites down to a T. 12.59 right now on Rocket Lab, up 20. SoFi 14.53. 23andMe. You know what? We are probably one GlaxoSmithKline drug announcement away from ME going to $40 a share. Just if GlaxoSmithKline comes out with any kind of a cure for whatever, any kind of a medication for, it doesn't have to be COVID. It doesn't have to be something that headlining. It can be something that is a chronic problem for people. A kind of drug that can do $500 million or $1 billion a year in sales, or $2 billion a year in sales globally. With ME's partnership and all that, the cooperation, they're working together here with all the DNA evidence and data that ME has been supplying Glaxo. Any kind of a deal between them and that multi-billion-dollar monster Glaxo, your ME stock is $40 to $50 a share. It is then in a whole other universe. But at the moment, it is a 722 stock, and it is not. It is being written up about. Definitely, there have been articles, but the street just hasn't gotten the urgency of it. They just don't get it. I know Richard Branson knows, and all of his crew, and all the folks that founded ME, and all the investors in ME, they know, and they're all just patiently going, yeah, you just wait. When this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you know what you're going to see. Spire and ATIP. Oh my gosh. Spire, space contract after space contract after space contract one after the other, partnering with this company, that company, doing this, doing that. I mean, there's nothing more these guys can do on a corporate level. There really isn't. I don't think they can go any faster with deals. These guys are signing deals all over the place. Spire Global is one of these. In my opinion, I think they are going to be known as a space utility company. A space utility company. The kind of company you have to have if you have anything up orbiting the Earth. You got to have a manager to handle all that inventory up there. And these guys are handling it, and they're handling the data, and they're making money on this. And it's only a matter of discovery. It's only a matter of awareness, is when the market goes, wait a minute, You mean to tell me that these guys don't launch satellites? They actually manage existing satellites? You know how many going up there? How many satellites are being launched by all kinds of companies? And these guys are what? Yeah, they're going to be the I don't know if the I don't want to call them the AT&T of space, but they're going to be a serious utility provider for managing satellites. This is huge. This is these contracts are decades long because satellites stay up there for a long time, and more are coming. More are going up there. Yeah, I think Spire. There will come a time where I don't know who's going to do it. I don't know how it's going to happen. It's going to be a brokerage firm, an analyst, somehow, somewhere, some way. Spire will be mentioned as the de facto go-to company to manage satellites, and I think it's when you put together a company like Amazon or Oracle or Microsoft or any of the other any of the fangs, Facebook and Apple. You put their names together with Spire. That Spire handles the satellites for these guys. Spire handles 800 million people's information between Earth and space and back. Like, we need that kind of revelation, that kind of information to come out. A billion people's data is tracked or handled by Spire through the satellite links every day, like a billion, and it might be like 20 billion bits of information a day, every day of the year. I mean, there will come a point in time that someone will somehow describe this company in an accurate way that an average schmuck can understand it, because these announcements these guys make are so complicated and are so above the average person's comprehension. They need a guy like an Uncle Bruce in there, and I'm not the guy because I don't understand what they're doing. I don't understand some of these words. They need an Uncle Bruce in there to break down in plain English what the hell they're doing and what it means and how big this is. And that's when we get a handle on it. The other thing that Spire doesn't talk about that is going on, and you've heard about it already a little bit, they have got government contracts. So the US government, the UK government, Euro governments. These guys are moving data on behalf of governments. That means top secret document. We're talking really sensitive stuff here that they can't talk about. They can't go out there and go, oh yeah, well, CIA, we deal for those guys all the time. The FBI, we handle all their stuff. They can't go out there and talk about that. They have to keep their yap shut. But they're a publicly traded company, like Martin Marietta is a publicly traded company, but Martin Marietta doesn't come out and say, oh yeah, those ballistic missiles we make that can wipe out a city of 20 million people in an instant. Oh yeah, we'll tell you all about that in our next quarter earnings report. No, they don't do that. This is all, it has to come to the point where it's implied, and it just has to become to the point where investors go, oh yeah, that's Spire. Yeah, they're the real deal. When that happens, you can short all you want, sell all you want, but there will be so much interest from every mutual fund, hedge fund, pension fund, ETF. Just gobble it all up, and it'll be a $60 stock, $100 stock. But we're at 365 today, and I talk about it, and people go, yeah, that guy's dreaming. It's only 365. If it was 3665, you'd believe me. But right now you trust me, but you don't believe me. ATIP 324 therapy centers, physical therapy centers. We have a problem coming up this next 3 months, 4 months. And it might affect ATIP. It might not, but it might. We have a variant of this virus that headlines today are saying we have a viral tsunami about to hit us. And I believe it. I think that we're about to hear headlines. We're going to read headlines. We're going to hear all about this, that in certain states, certain cities, you're going to start hearing about how the National Guard has been brought in to help hospitals, and they don't have room for all the patients. And now we have people being turned away at the doors. It's about to happen. It might be days away, might be a week or two away, but it's close. And unfortunately, for those who have not been getting those vaccines, they're the ones most vulnerable, of course. The vaccinated will be, they'll get ill, they'll catch it. Yeah, yeah, it's like a cold. Everyone's going to get this thing. The question is, how does it affect you? And ATIP may be limited in being able to operate all of their centers. That's what I'm worried about. That they're physical therapy centers. These are not hospitals. These are strip mall location, office type location centers where people go to for physical therapy for a half an hour, hour and a half, and then they go about their way. You can't stay overnight in an ATIP physical therapy center. That's not what it's for. I wonder, and I'm curious whether or not there will be a number of them shut down in certain cities where they're going to be, or they will be overrun with this virus very shortly. And it might be a rotational thing. It might start in one city and then another city pops up in another, and then that first city opens up again, and we might be going on a rotation basis. I wish I could tell you more, but I'm not a medical professional. I'm just regurgitating to you what I'm picking up. And I'm getting the Canadian news, the European side of it, and the American side of it. And in Canada, provinces are now calling on the federal government to help with medical help. And the only way the government of Canada can help is the same way the United States of America government can help. The United States government can send in National Guard, medical trained staff. That's all they can do. The Army. I mean, you got the doctors and the nurses from the armed services, and that's the end. That's the line. That's as far as you can go. You can't make doctors up anywhere else, and you can't import them from anywhere else, because every doctor and nurse and health professional is busy globally. So it's not like Canada can say, "Oh, well, let's bring in 1,000 medical people from the UK." Are you kidding? They're drowning in this stuff. Same with France and Germany, and you name it. This thing's about to go. So yeah, sorry about that, but that's what I see. Okay. Anyway, there's a little recap of some of our favorites. The good news is the Rocket Lab not affected. SoFi actually benefits. The more you have to stay home, the richer SoFi gets, because you're not going to go to a bank branch. You're going to use SoFi for your banking. GameStop, at-home gaming with at-home delivery. They'll continue on. Matterport, 3D digitization of real estate. Instead of physically being in real estate to figure stuff out, you'll do it digitally. Of course it works. ME, 23andMe, yeah, disease and medication, you bet. Spire Global, satellites and handling all the data, you bet. You can imagine how much data is being sent between nations and health authorities around the world right now, tracking this stuff. I mean, the folks over at Spire have just got to be up to their eyeballs in the amount of data they're handling for these satellites. It's incredible. Anyway, there you have it. ATIP is the one vulnerable stock that deals with people on a person-to-person basis. That's true. And we'll have to watch how this plays out. But the stock is $3.23, and I think they have quite a bit of cash. I know that we're told Spire, $1.90 to $2 a share in cash in their bank account. For a while this morning, Spire was trading at $3.34, and they had $2 cash per share in their bank account. The whole business was $1.34 a share. Right now it's $1.61. I have a feeling Spire's worth a lot more than $1.61 a share. And I am surprised and a bit perplexed why a Ryan Cohen kind of an entrepreneur. Now, it might not be a Ryan Cohen that wants to take over the company, but it could be like a Ryan Cohen funded kind of guy, doesn't buy up the Spire stock and just picks it all off, puts it all away under $5, just buys it all up. Not in a hurry, just, systematically buys it all up. Because to me, this Spire is a $50 to $100 stock down the road, and steady. It'll be a dividend pair. This company's going to be a dividend payer. Just you wait, you watch. Anyway, there it is. We've got the Dow down 448 with 25 minutes to go. And S&P is down 39.89, and the Nasdaq has gone negative. We're negative. And Apple's gone down $1 now to 171.19. I don't know if Nick is still with us. If Nick is here or is listening to me and how he's doing. Nick, I don't know if you're still short or not. I haven't noticed any of your messaging. I just haven't been able to read it. I've just been ranting too much. That's what I've been doing. Anyway, Nick, however you're doing, I hope you're doing well. And if you still have the Apple, if you're still short the Apple shares, they are falling here at the end of the day, and that might be kind of what you're looking for. We'll see what's going on here. Thank you everybody for being here today and hanging around and talking to each other and being with this channel. Appreciate it. We're just going to members only right now on the chat. I want to thank all of you who are members. I believe it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was the 16th, and that means that was the big turnover day. A whole bunch of you probably got a notification that you have renewed your membership for another month on this channel, or you've been asked whether you would like to renew your membership for another month on this channel. And it is my, of course, sincere hope that you've decided to do that. Jennifer and I do appreciate all of you who are members here because you're keeping us on the air. That's fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for that. Yeah, I don't know if Nick is still sitting on a short position on Apple or not. It's been a few hours since we chatted because we had that early show, and there you have it. Okay, but welcome one, welcome all. We have 133 thumbs ups despite my rant. Thank you, everybody, for the 133 thumbs ups. Looks like NFL has postpones three games due to COVID-19 outbreaks. There's another sign when the NFL is doing it. We are talking about Las Vegas at Cleveland is going Saturday to Monday, Seattle at LA, and Washington, Philly from Sunday to Tuesday. The Browns could be without as many as 16 regulars on Saturday. So the game is now scheduled to kick off at 5 p.m. on Monday. Washington, Philadelphia will play 7 o'clock Tuesday, and the time of Seattle's Rams game is uncertain. I know that the Calgary Flames Hockey Club, I can tell you that, they have 19 of their 22 players who have the virus right now. The entire team, coaching staff, and trainers, apparently, most are testing positive now it's been a week at least that they've been testing positive for the virus in Calgary. Now I hear the Boston Bruins have 3 or 4 members and other teams. And so I'm wondering if this virus goes like it's going. I don't know how the Beijing Winter Olympics can be held. Have thought about that? I don't know how they can hold the games. You're talking about athletes from 80 plus countries, not as many as the summer games, but for the winters, at least probably 80 countries coming in from all over into Beijing for the Olympics. I don't know how they're going to pull that off. I just don't see it. I'm waiting for NHL hockey players to finally say, I'm not going. We're infected here in North America, between Canada and the US, where we have the viruses, where we have all the testing. We have all the abilities to look at. I'm not going over to China to play hockey. I get that thing over there. How do I get back? No, thank you. I'm wondering if a bunch of hockey players are just going to throw their hands up and say, I'm not going to China. Thank you for the honor of including me on the Olympic team, but I'm not going. It'll be interesting to see how this all works out. And basketball and hockey and football, this could be the wind down beginning right now. This could be the beginning of a wind down of schedules. And I know that in Montreal last night, they played Philadelphia in front of an empty house. No one was allowed in, just like last year. And apparently this Saturday's game in Montreal has been canceled. So this is accelerating at a very fast pace, where we were only talking about this new variant 2 weeks ago we heard the name of it, and we had heard that the first case had arrived in America about 2 weeks ago or something like that, one in Canada or something like that, and now it's like everywhere. Well, I've been talking to you about that for weeks. Been telling you that it is everywhere. It has been everywhere for weeks already. Anyway, that's the dealio, as I can say. Yeah, all kinds of fun here. Never a dull moment in this world, I'll tell you. And Uncle Bruce, I'm going to be a member for life. Thank you, Nick. Just looking for Nick's messages. I asked him a direct question. I was curious, are you here, Nick? And he responded to me, and of course, I missed the message. I'm just asking if Nick is still sitting here. I think Nick is still short on the Apple. He's still short on the Apple, and it's now down 90 cents to 171. 171.41. Okay. Oh man, Michael Hunt, you take care, buddy. You're going off, no problem. Let's see. Yeah. There's people who hate me out there. Let's see. Okay, the average price of all the stocks from Assign has put together the stock markets with Bruce, the Uncle Bruce Index, the UBI, the Uncle Bruce Index. He says that yesterday all the stocks combined averaged 1069. Today they're averaging 1064, and that's the deal. Okay. Oh no, it's up. It's up today. It's 1069. We're up 5 cents over yesterday. So the UBI index is up 5 cents today. Fergan, I do not envy hospital staff. I hear you there. And let's see. BZ is saying to Fergan, overheard a nurse today explaining she's doing her fourth quad shift in a row in the COVID unit. Felt so bad for her. I don't know what a quad shift is, but it sounds like a lot of work. And wow, these people are heroes. Joanne is saying my husband is in the National Guard. They are bringing home some soldiers right now. Maybe this is why. Oh, I see. Bringing from overseas, but I guess. And then Jethro, New York just reported its highest number of cases per day of the pandemic, enough to scare people, regardless of it being just a cold. And let's see. Let's see. Drops is saying, yeah, I rarely get sick. I had CV in February 19. My immune system kicked CV behind in less than 5 hours. Just had a hoarse voice for a few days. B Fits, Bruce, some contracts I own for January, March might only be worth 10% of the original value. Example, on a Spire 7.5 contract, it would take a 600 increase just to break even on your contract, not the stock movement, obviously. But yes, you will need some movement on stocks. Spire, he has to go higher. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If anyone's going to make money, it's just got to go higher. We're green, but we're not green enough today. How about that? We're down 399 on the Dow, down 32 on SP and the S&P, and the Nasdaq has gone positive 12 again. So it's going on here. And let's see. It doesn't seem realistic. Should we just continue holding or take the 10%? I would just be holding. Get through this tax loss selling and get into the first week of January here, because we're finishing off the last of the forced selling and the tax reasons selling and all that. And I think we get through it, and we have a lack of paper for sale, and we have a lot of dough out there. And let's just see how it goes. I don't think it can get any worse. That's kind of my thinking. So hang on. And let's see what happens. It's only going to take you the next 10, 12 days to know. This is the 17th, and heck, through this month, we have 14 days to go for the end of the year, and then another week, 2-3 weeks, and we'll see what you got, because we are going through this tax loss selling right now. Thanks for getting the riff raff, Bruce, says Aviator. And let's see. Renewed yesterday, says JW. I renewed yesterday, buddy. Nick says I'm a member for life. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. I'm still with you, Bruce, says Kirk. Hey, buddy. Love you, buddy. Larry, I renewed. Bruce, thank you, Dan Hammer, for the video on GameStop you released last night. It made a hell of a lot of sense in a world that doesn't. Thank you for those who watched that video last night. And of course, any video of mine you do watch, please, if you don't mind, if you can, give it a thumbs up. If you like it, please do. It helps the channel get discovered. I have a rarely do I get a video out that gets me more than 2,500 views. I don't get 10, 20,000 views a video. So if any of you are watching my videos and you hit the thumbs up button, you're encouraging YouTube to send more people to our channel, and that would be a good thing for the channel. All right, Montreal played their NHL game last night with no fans, and the building canceled last minute of the day for I know they're dead for Saturday. I think the Eagles got hosed. Our team wasn't sick and is being punished for following protocol. Rudy Nick S closed out my calls. Says Rudy, I bought back for $5.50 on my shares of Apple. It'll come to me. We'll write new calls once Apple takes a pop again. Good luck to you, man. Right on. Rudy, way to go, buddy. 171.50 now on Apple, down 73 cents. Rudy, you've done well. I think that's great. Yep, you got my membership fee yesterday, says Drops. Mirko, Drops, Garden, you don't say. Drew, we will be here as long as you are. Bruce, thank you so much. Rudy, Nick, can a stock like Apple move a lot in the last 20 minutes? It could. BW, Ron Thomas, amen to that. AMD call out. Intel is in a weird territory. It's trying to find themselves again. Let's see. Let's go. And Nick S, yeah, great. I will wait to close the short if it goes below 169, or else I'll cover on Monday. So we'll see how that goes. Bobby, I'm sure we could be locked down again after Christmas. JW, love my Flyers, but they are bad this year. Dave, the Mac guy, drops Family Garden only if Russia goes into Ukraine first. Bobby, mid-January to allow the infection to spread nicely first. Farragon, Bruce, we can't allow you to go to China. You'll be flanked by CCP officials telling us to buy Hong Kong SPACs. Drops, Bobby, I believe that statement to be accurate. Nelson, a government should be responding quicker and do the lockdowns already. We know they waited too long the last winter wave. BW, B Fits, you need to dip into powder and sell for what you can and buy way out there to try to recoup. Hey, that may not allow your tax breaks. This is on your trading investing shades. Drops. Dave, the Mac guy. Nah, Russia just making noise. Let's see what else is going on. Drew, Nick, I apologize, but I can't find the card you gave me with your email. How can I best get a hold of you? Just if you guys both send me an email, I'll get you guys together. Aviator, GameStop going to rip into close, although maybe Nick has Drew's email. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. What else is going on? Folks are wondering what Nick's going to do if his stock goes up to 180. I'll just short more and average down. I'll just average it up and then I'll get out. I'll just keep shorting more. Mark Gibson says, Bruce, I have 42,000 into shares of the SPACs you've mentioned. Goal is to have 1,000 shares of each one. Currently waiting on Matterport to drop to my price. Thank you so much. This will change my life. Right on, Mark. Right on. Just stick around and enjoy this show, man. Yeah, Joe, you got it. Spire needs to talk, make moves, investor conferences. Yeah. And Drops. That's why I think Spire might be a big player in the future. John, at this point, I'm just sitting on my hands with my Spire calls for February. 10% value left. That time is all I have left to hold on to. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, could we get some hopes and prayers sent towards 23andMe, please? Let's see. Yeah, we're going to have to. That's a timeout comment. That's a timeout comment. Let's see. Member for Life checking in. How you doing? Let's see. Let's see. Beach Boy, what's the deal here? Is there any doubt in your mind, Uncle Bruce, that I'm a member of For All Eternity or what? Yep. BW Uncle Bruce Rocket Lab July 22 in the money. $12 calls are 320. Or the January 23s, 12 are 450 with all of the SPAC nonsense. What would you recommend? So Rocket Lab at the moment, let's take a look here. It's at 1206 right now. So $12 July 22s are 320. If you go January 2023, those are 450. Well, yeah, that's. I would look at the January 2023s, or I would look at maybe July 2022 tens. If you're going to spend 450, maybe you can get the tens at a closer price, and you're in the money, a lot more in the money. I like the tens more than the 12s. Check that out. If you're going to spend 430 a contract, maybe the tens for July or something like that might be the way to go. Okay. Rocket Lab, unfortunately, down 23 cents right now, moving down quite quickly all of a sudden. I don't know why. 1216. We're at 1216 a share at the moment on Rocket Lab with 9 minutes to go. Could it be a end of the day sellout? Someone's got a problem. I don't know. This can happen. Let's see. Yeah. Ho, says Chino. Hey, Bruce, I hate my morning commute. Couldn't pull over on the highway. Wasn't able to buy more SoFi below 14. Donnie, I don't know why you're working for a living, man. You should be doing this full time. Larry, we got 10 minutes. The Dow decided to run out of steam at the last 15 minutes. We are down 536 on the Dow. We're going lower. 48.8 on S&P, going lower. And NASDAQ down 34. We're going lower. Apple, 84 cents down now. 171.50. You dropped 84 cents. Nichols says, if I'll only be a member for as long as it pays for itself, Uncle Bruce is only paid for 10,000 years ahead of time. So I'm only here for 10,000 more years. And then you better be proving yourself between now and then, mister, or I'm out of here. Thank you. Trisha Dish, Larry, you make it stop. Sean wrote some GameStop 155 covered calls and got 820 in premium early in the morning. Didn't expect the price to stay up like this. GameStop 155.12 right now. We were higher than this, but that's what we got. And Marcus is saying, John, thank you very much. BW, yep, I see them, Bruce. Just 10s are 450. I'm buying them now. That's the ones I'd get. Yeah. Go out there to next summer, get the 10s. You're $2 in the money. Goes to $16. You're $6 in the money. Thank you. Plus premium. John, remember, until my wife finds out I'm paying $10 a month to watch a guy eat bagels and take off his sweatshirt, laughing out loud. I'm a member until she finds out. Anti-PC, good thing I cashed out my Rocket Lab 2 seconds before it dropped. It's 1206 now, down 33. SoFi waited till the last minute to take a run. SoFi is up 31 at 1458. GameStop 155.24 up 1065. Matterport 2258 up 48. ME negative 3. Spire only up 2.5 cents, taking a dump at the end. ATIP up 11.5. Smart Rent taking a dump, down 89. Cyxtera taking a dump, down 16. We got something going on, and I guess the big markets are the reason why. That's all I can figure. 567 downside on the Dow, 53 down dip on S&P. Nasdaq saw 40 points at the moment. Apple down 94 cents to 171.34. We're down to 7 minutes to go. Mallows Shark says, nah, I think it's time to get out of this membership thing. ... Never mind, it got auto-renewed yesterday. Oh, well. What's your advice for stop limit orders? I wouldn't do it. I would put in stink buys, stink sells, but I would stay away from stop limits. Too much volatility on some of these things. Nick, Tesla was up 25. Now look where it is now. It's only up 7. So Tesla is also getting bumped around here. Let's take a look there. Yeah, up 13 at the moment. Yeah, it did do a dip, didn't it? Apple down 108. 171 something. It looks like it's a little pressure here. Where we're at now, down 112, 171.14. The final sell-off, final minutes of the session, we have an increasing sell-off in the Dow, just to throw in the towel for some of these folks. I'm guessing. Uncle Bruce, short trading next week. I think it's closed to the closed the 24th. This is great for our contract. Great for our contracts. One last day. That's right. Gamblers can only trade till next Thursday and then they expire. So any contracts you're writing that expire next week, they die on Thursday night, not Friday night. We're closed next Friday, I guess. Down the stretch, here they come. That's right. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great weekend, everybody. You take care, Uncle B. Thank you, John. You take care too. Rocket Lab back to 1220. We're bouncing back up a little bit. We're still down 20 cents on the session here. 2.88 million right now. 218 on Rocket Lab. 2 cents gain again. 5 minutes to go. See how much a recovery this thing gets. SoFi 1459. GameStop 156. Matterport 2280. That is looking good. 2282 now. It's 12 cents from the high today on Matterport. 4.9 million on your Matterport. 2282. ME 714 down 2. Spire up 6 now to 355. ATIP up 11 to 325. Smart Rent down 86 and Cyxtera down 6 cents. Apple down 107 to 171.18. There you have it. The Dow's down 516. S&P down 46. NASDAQ down 4 points. NASDAQ's coming back on at the very, 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 very end. Okay. Have a good weekend, John Bickman from Larry. Abram, New York State reported highest daily COVID cases since the pandemic started. Trisha Dish, but some more. Matterport today already up. Have a great weekend, everybody. Got some more. Nice going, Trish. Marcus, hi. I'm hailing from Germany, and it's just come to my attention that I can now buy Spire. I heard about the stock here for months now and finally bought just now. Can you reiterate the plan for Spire? It's going to go higher, in my opinion. It came from the teens 2 months ago to here, and that is ridiculous. 354 on Spire. And get in there, folks. Bobby, Matterport has 2 weeks of tax sell-off weeks before the new year. Bobby, if writing for the next month, that's what's going on here. Okay. We're down to 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Down 520 on the Dow. 47-point drop on S&P. NASDAQ down 10. That is the deal. We're down $1.06 on Apple to 171.20. We've got IBM up $1.53. Microsoft down 78, now down 44. Apple down 77. Looks like it's a little recovery coming here. We've got the Dow, though, still down 516. Rocket Lab down 18 cents to 12.21 on a late sell-off. SoFi 1464 holding. 1190 gain on GameStop holding. Matterport, 2288 holding. ME down 2, Spire up 5.5, ATIP up 10.5, Smart Rent down 81 cents, now down 80 at 10.14, and Cyxtera gone up a dime now, up a dime to 11.60. Turned it around. Look at that Cyxtera. Oh, amazing. Home Depot down 11, IBM up $1.50. Apple down 88, 171.44. Last minute and a half. Tesla up $9.40 a share. That's where we're at here. Goldman down $14.89 to $382.81. Cisco 60.58 up 27 cents on a surge, power surge. It hit 60.80. I wonder if a friend of mine got his contracts out. I wonder if he got out. I wonder if they made it. I don't know. I got somebody here I've kind of talked to from time to time, and this guy's been trying to sell some contracts. I wonder if he got out. I don't know. I don't know if he did it or not. Okay. Anyway, there you go. Okay. 60.54 on Cisco after hitting that high trade. That was interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Apple down 81 cents. The Dow down 468, coming back a bit. S&P down 40. It's a little better, and we're up 12 on Nasdaq. We're down to the last minute. This is it, kids. The last minute of the week. All the options expiring. All this gyration you see going on has to do with quadruple witching hour as well. There's a lot of that happening. There might be some of that in the aftermarket too. We'll watch for that. 171.36 on the Apple, down 91 cents. And there you have it. We are getting ready for the bells to start ringing here any minute now. I see some SoFi green today, says Nifty. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Last minute of SoFi popping 466 on SoFi. Yep, more features on option. Larry, the bells are ringing. Thanks, Larry. There they go. We're ringing the bells. Okay. It's a wrap, says Ferrigan. It's a wrap. Cowbell. More cowbell. I got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell. We're all done, says Larry. We're done for the week. Oh my gosh. Another week of wild and wacky trading. Apple down 118, 171.08 is the last reported sale I see at the moment. Rocket Lab 12.18 down 21 cents. SoFi 14.65 up 38. GameStop 155.57 up 10.98. We got Matterport up 69 cents at 22.79. ME down 2 cents. Spire up 6. ATIP up 11. Smart Rent down 84. Cyxtera up 27 cents. Cyxtera closed at 11.77 and it touched 11.80, the high of the day on a million volume. Cyxtera. Go figure, Cyxtera. AMC up 459 to 2904. Home Depot down 11. Bannock down 139. IBM up $1.47. The Dow down 531. Microsoft down 110. Apple down 112. And Tesla up only 565. Goldman down 15. And Cisco 60.46. $60.46 on Cisco. Up 15 on the day. How about that? Interesting stuff. Spire, have a good weekend, everybody. Butta, says JW. Austin, just logging in to see what the daily summary. I'm thumbs ups number 190, by the way. Thank you, sir. We're at 193 thumbs ups right now in this show. If anyone can hit the thumbs up button for us, please do. That would be great. Come on, people. Let's get to 200 likes at least. Rudy, Marcus, klar. Gerne. Es geht her, aber nicht mit PM leider. Schick mal Ubi, Uncle Bruce mal unterbrecht uns in Kontakt. I have no idea what that means, but I tried to read it. SoFi started after hours with 1467. Have a great weekend, y'all. Got a client meeting to run to. Thank you, Drops. You take care, buddy. Way to go. SoFi in the aftermarket, 1468 up 3 cents. Thank you. Rocket Lab 12.18 unchanged in the aftermarket. GameStop 155.64 up 7 cents in the aftermarket. Matterport unchanged in the aftermarket. ME not trading yet in the aftermarket. Spire unchanged. ATIP unchanged. Smart Rent up 4 cents in the aftermarket. Cyxtera not trading in the aftermarket at this time. Okay. 531 drop on the Dow. Looks like that's the final number. 48-point drop on S&P and a 10-point drop on the NASDAQ. Games already 157 after hours. Hope we start into an interesting week. 156.10 on GameStop. That sounds like a record in reverse. All right, Brucey, I'm seeing you on Monday. Says false. Rudy, Uncle, just telling Marcus to send you a mail so you can link up. Is up. Sorry about the Deutsch. No problem, buddy. Bobby, Mortal Contact. Marcus, thanks for trying to read the German. Yeah, Beach Boy, close, but no cigar. Uncle Bruce, Cisco 55, Jan 21's options are still with me. I still got them. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe on Monday you pop up another 50 cents, and now you stink bid them higher yet again because they're coming for you. So what the hey? They can pay you now or they can pay you more later. It's as simple as that. All right. Splair, remember all, please, the thumbs before leaving. 150 if you're at least missing. Have a good break to you all. Hey, Uncle Bruce from Skole. Why would the Cyxtera options be so volatile today? The stock was down 24 cents earlier, and the contract was down 24. Now the close, it's down 20. Scully, this I can't answer. If the contracts are sporadic traders, they might just, miss all the little minutia changes, and maybe that's it. I don't really know. 1177 last trade on Cyxtera at the bell, 1175 in the aftermarket. Does drinking 2,000 calories a day fulfill your daily caloric intake needs? Austin wants to know. Larry, to Auntie, the only thing I understood was the Uncle B part. She's laughing. Let's see. Yeah, earlier today the stock was down 8 cents and the contract was down $32. Yeah, I don't know. Kent is saying, thank you for a great week, Bruce. It was so educational. I feel so much more confident after the options I wrote and bought back this week. I learned patience and how to make stink bids. Thank you very much. Right on. There you go, Kent. This is what it's all about, pal. You got to you got to learn this game. You have to take the lessons that I offer to really get a handle on this. It's the way to educate yourself on how this actually happens, and you've got to learn through experience the minute-to-minute trading, the day-to-day trading of a contract. Once you write a couple, you pay close attention. And when you pay close attention, you see things that you didn't notice before. And all of a sudden you go, oh, that's what he's talking about. How the time value shrinks. Oh, and when it's out of the money, how it reacts. And when it's in the money, how it reacts when the stock moves up or down. Now you're seeing how things really evolve because you're in it. And I'll tell you, I am convinced that many of you here can really do well with options writing. You really can. And you may be shocked at one, how easy it is for you because you're here watching the market all the time. But you're also going to be probably shocked at how lucrative it can be because just making a $1 a contract profit on a write for one contract is $100. Now, if you have $5 commissions, it's $5 commissions. But you write 4 or 5 contracts at a time and pull in $2 or $3 in profits. You're talking $1,000 to $1,500 in profits, cash profits right away. We're not talking paper profits either. You write the call at say 650, and you buy it back at 350. You've closed out the transaction and you've taken the $3 off the table, and you are now in a position to consider writing again. And this is the secret to option writing. It can give you a return either in hours, depending on a flow of a market, or days. It can also give you a return over a longer period of time if you need it. Again, if a stock runs on you and you wait it out to back off, the time depreciation that happens, because if you're writing out of the money options, the time depreciation is your friend. It's your ally. It's your secret weapon. It's your insurance policy to help you minimize either losses or actually enjoy gains, even when stocks go up and you don't need them to. Keep in mind, obviously, if you're a writer, you either have calls against already covered calls, or you already are long calls, or you're long the stock. So a stock goes up, you don't have to fret too much because an in the money contract, say for Goldman Sachs, it might go up 95 cents for every dollar the stock goes up, or 92 cents for every dollar. Whereas the contract you wrote, an out of the money contract, for every dollar the stock goes up, your in the money contract might only go up 25 cents, 30 cents. And all of a sudden you're realizing, oh, wow, I'm making 90 cents here and I'm losing 30 cents here. I'm 60 cents ahead, even though the stock is going up on this contract. I'm still ahead 60 cents a dollar every time. And on Goldman Sachs, you can be $10 out of the money easily and sit there and go, okay, let's let the stock go up. Wants to go up $6? Go ahead, go up $6. I'm richer. I'm richer either on paper, I'm going to be richer in cash, because when the day comes that I buy back this contract, it's either because the stock had a sudden down dip well before it expired, or the contract is expiring day in and day out. That last week of a contract's life is devastating for option holders. It's devastating. Those things shrink so relentlessly. And you're just rubbing your hands going, this is great. I wrote 5 contracts. They go down a dime a day. That's $50 a day per contract. $10 a day a contract times 5 is $50 a day. I'm making $50 a day, and I don't have to do a dang thing here. If they go down 50 cents a day and you got 5 of them going, that's $250 a day in depreciation coming to you. And if they drop $1 a day, GameStop, for example, got 5 written, $500 a day. What are you working for? Why are you going to work? Who needs to tolerate a job when you can do this? Figure it out, learn how this works, check the classes out, hang out with us here, ask us questions. Wednesday night prime time for members. Yeah, baby. It's what we're about here. Book a one-on-one if you want more info. I'm more than happy to talk to you about it. This is fun. Joanne, good night. Uncle Bruce, I'll see you Monday. Thank you for all the fun this week. Thank you, Joanne. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm heading out, guys and dolls, says Larry. There's a beer waiting for me in the tap down the block. Have a good weekend. You take care, buddy. Let's see. Bruce Schilling, now we're doing French. Bon weekend. Have a good weekend. Bon appetit. Have a good meal. Bon jovi. Living on a prayer. There you go. Thanks for the Santa Rally Market. Michael checked out early. He's gone. And thank you, Uncle Bruce. Have a good weekend, everybody. You take care. Thank you again, folks, for tolerating me another week. And I hope you all made a little bit of money this week. I know some of you did rather well. And let's get ready for another one next week. Remember, it's a short week. So if you're writing options on Monday, they expire on Thursday, not Friday. So yeah, this is an option writer's dream. A short week is an option writer's dream come true. We'll take a look at option writing possibilities Monday morning, first thing, 8:30 in the morning. And we'll see what we can set up and score some deals. That would be lovely. Thank you, guys. Mr. T, just swinging by, Brucey, wishing you and Jen a great weekend. Thank you there, Mr. T. Have a great weekend, Bobby. You too. Fantastic, guys. Thank you for the thumbs ups today. We now have 231 thumbs ups for this show. Thank you all very much. Appreciate it. And get yourselves a bit of rest. Stay healthy for me. Make sure you get your vaccines. Don't get sick on me. Watch that new virus out there, that new variant. I'll see what's going on. Wowee. Let's see what happens, Bobby. My dream won $2 in the money today. My new dream is it comes back down $1 next week. There you go. BW, Uncle Bruce, thanks again. Learned a ton more that I didn't know, that I should have known to ask. And you cleared it all up for us. Good weekend to you and Jen later on. Right on, buddy. Every week is another week of discovery and just getting smarter. You guys are getting smarter. You're getting more experience doing this now. You're starting to pick this up. But remember, you kids who are writing options out there, you're less than 1% of the market. There's 99% of the market players have no idea what you're doing. They don't get it. And, this is good stuff. Nick, see you on Monday. Thanks, Nick. You take care, pal. John Gill, thanks, Uncle B. Have a great weekend, everybody. All right, that's it for me. I'm out of here. Look forward to seeing some of you this weekend. Otherwise, I'll see you on Monday. You guys take care. Bye for now.